Ukulele Mele, the founder of Ukulele with Mele, a place where we strum aloha, we learn through aloha, we have ohana all throughout the world. Aloha! So today we are going to learn the C major chord, and we're going to work on our fingers, right? So if you've played the piano before, like I have, or other instruments that count the thumb as the one fingering, that is not happening in ukulele or guitar or anything like that, right? So if I take my hand that I'm going to be playing on the frets with and on these strings, so my left hand if you're a right-handed player, and then your right hand if you're a left-handed player. So this is your one finger. Here's your one. This is your two finger, your three finger, and your four finger. So I'm just going to do this now with my left hand. So the one, the two, the three, the four. So to practice, I'm going to ask you first to just put your one finger on the first fret of the A string. So if I say the first fret of the A string, I need you to find that for me, okay? I'm going to give you a second to do that. So G, C, E, A, right? And your A string, first fret, right? So first fret, second fret, third. A lot of people ask me, where do I put my finger? Do I put it on the fret? No. Do I put it over here? No. Do I put it in the middle for now? Yes. You are a beginner, and that is exactly where I'm going to tell you to put it anyway. So you're going to put it somewhere in the middle, and you're going to play it with the tip of your finger, right? So not necessarily the bed. A student taught me that word. I didn't know that. Not necessarily this part of the finger, but you're going to play more with this part of your finger, the part that's going to have built calluses after you get really good at playing the ukulele. So what do you do with your thumb for now? You're just gonna have it here. Now, if you're playing like a smaller ukulele, still be fine. You have that there. Now, if you don't hear any sound come out, so I want you to kind of just take this first one finger, put it on the first fret of your A, right? And I want you to just, with your other one finger, with your index, with your pointer finger on the A string, just to hold that. So it should sound different from an A, which is A. This is a sharp. It should sound like that, okay? If you're not playing it and you're not really holding it down, it's going to sound more like that. You don't want that sound, okay? You want it to sound like this, okay? So if you're holding it a little bit, it's going to sound like that. Holding it a tiny bit better, but it's going to sound nice and clear the harder you hold that down. Can you see that? I want you to be able to see that. What I want you to do is I want you to take that same one finger and I want you to slide it. Second fret, third fret. Now I want you to play that same exact string. A sharp to a B. Now this is to a C natural. That is, and these strings are a G, C, E. That makes a C major chord, okay? Hawaiian style is to play with the pointer finger, okay? So if you can't play with the pointer finger, that's fine. You can use a pick. Felt picks are best when you're going to have a ukulele. Felt tips are best when you're using these kinds of ukuleles. It's nicer on the strings. You can also use your thumb, right? But usually when I play, I'm gonna play with my pointer. But again, to each their own. If you're really wanting to learn the Hawaiian style, then do the pointer. If you really don't care for the Hawaiian style, but you just want to get through this learning a C major chord, use any finger you would like as long as you make a sound, or your pick, right? Your felt pick, but it's not necessary. You want to strengthen these fingers. Also, I've been holding this the entire time, so you can kind of see, I still have calluses, but I want it to press down because this really means that you're playing. Now, I want you to do a quick switch. So here's your 1 finger, your 2 finger, your 3 finger. I want you to take your 3 finger and I want you to use that finger to play your C. You have your thumb back here, or it could rest here. It doesn't really matter. For now, I just want you to, from this angle, that's how I look. From this angle, that's how I look. That's how I look. This is really important because it's like a 2-dimensional lesson if I am only playing in the forward. As your kumu of ukulele, I'm trying to give you as many perspectives as possible. Let's do it together. And I want you to strum with me on this count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need your nail, use your nail. If you have fat enough fingers or callous enough fingers, use your actual finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And pow. Pow just means end. Now, your finger might hurt. Do a little bit of a shake. Loosen up those fingers, both sides. Let's do it one more time together. Which fret? Which finger? 3rd finger. 3rd fret of which string? The A string. Good, my cutty. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 and pow. Amazing. Continue. Strum aloha.